Okay, yeah. I always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I say keep it together. I've always been cold, grab a sweater. Always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I say keep it together. I know I've been cold, grab a sweater. So cool in the flyest, so kind in the finest. My fault, that's my little baby I'm describing. It's all in God's time and kept it fly just like a pilot. Now I'm skydiving over mountains I be climbing. They told me gotta get it till it's gone. So please don't ever ask what I be on. It's back row hero that be playing in my phone. This fit come from Logan, ain't no Louis Vuitton. I always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I say keep it together. I know I've been cold, grab a sweater. Always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I say keep it together. I know I've been cold, grab a sweater. Young and been smooth with the punches, they know I'm up to something. Went to the city and brought Jesus to the function. And I really think I like the people we're becoming. You thought you were the one? Well, I hope you learn from it. See, y'all can't tell me nothing. Lil Christian, white rapper, got the city jumping. I can hear it in the whips, they got the speakers bumping. They gon' tell me that I'm sick, so where's a Robitussin? Yeah, okay. Wait, yeah, wait. Look, I always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I said keep it together. I know I've been cold, grab a sweater. Always been cool under pressure, a young chin checker. I was doing good, now I'm better, yeah. Don't end up on a stretcher, I said keep it together. I know I've been cold, grab a sweater. Oh, let's go, baby. This next song I wrote off draft day. The song's called A Cinderella Story. And maybe it's regret. And maybe it's regret. Yeah. And maybe it's regret. Maybe I should learn to hold my breath. And maybe I should get my heart checked. I don't know, I need rest. Maybe this was all just a test. Lord knows that I've been stressed. I've been singing that I'm blessed, but I ain't got no worship in my set. Dear God, I ain't heard you yet, man. I ain't heard you yet. And maybe it's just something in my mind that is telling me that you won't love my mess. God, I'm ready to confess. Now you brought me on my mess. God, you brought me on my mess. Yes, just bring me to your arms. I just wanna know who you are. You show me all the beauty in my scars, and you said that I go far. Even when I didn't know love, you told me that you love me like a star. Lord, I found you in a bar. Another empty glass trying to hide all of my pain, but the Lord seen all the insecurities in your heart. Tears start to fall down my cheek, and my knees became weak while I'm begging God for a new start. Bring me to your arms, Lord. Just bring me to your arms. Yeah, I was chilling at the crib. I was so ready for the end, and you told me this ain't the end. Said go find me in your friends. I said I got a heart you gotta mend. I'm crying, man, what if Lucy wins? Cause I feel like all I do is sin. Then I sin again and sin again and sin again. God, you must view me as an idiot. You call me kin, but I can never understand why you didn't let that younger me go finish him. Maybe I don't know. I just should've died a couple years ago. Instead, you put life into these bones, and you taught me about hope. Now I am 25 years grown and got my little baby in our home. Let me tell you about some growth. Almost put a bullet in my dome, and now I preach the gospel at these shows. Ain't no hell for me no more. When I finally gave it up to God, and He's telling me, please come home, oh, please come home. Oh, please come home, please come. No one would believe in me until my time has finally come. This is Cinderella story, this was never luck. Please come home, please come home, yeah. This next song I'm gonna play for y'all is a song called Off Season, also off Draft Day. One of my favorite ones. This one's called Off Season.
How much harder will you work in this offseason now to get back to the championship?
I push myself to exhaustion.
I told my mama grab a semi, case some things been getting tricky. I never would've thought this type of life would get me, cause they been taking shots at your boy, I feel like 50. And I've been trying to stand tall and to say this what I mean, but that ain't showing hoe with me. A lot of these rappers have been claiming that it's poetry. How we rap, it's a no for me. And I'm just trying to understand how you sign a deal without a notary. None of y'all been knowing me. I got some homies that been dying overseas, other homies dying overseas. On the block, ready for war since ABC. My pop's proud cause I gave her being tipsy. Young kid, but I stand a little over 6 feet. Come on, I've been outside for a minute, now my skin has got a tint. I always had that drive way before I had a whip. I only went outside when them street lights was dim. They calling me Dark Knight, little boy, I've been him. I started taking shots and never aiming at the rim. My granny started practicing, singing all the hymns, in case I can't make it home before the lights dim. See them carrying the weight, but they was never in the gym. Started running with some folks, but none of them were kin. I started a relation with Mary and some gin. Now I'm 25 and married with the girl that's from my rib. That's exactly what will happen when you call a sin a sin. I see my father die, then I see him rise again. It's our season, what's up? Got the track from the album Draft Day. This song's called Halftime. Let's go. I lost my soul when I lost my worth. I see my name getting thrown in dirt, the same places where the flowers started blooming. That's what really hurt. Never thought I'd see my homie die while I was still on earth. I'm just trying to understand if prayer really work. I was saying, Lord, protect my brother, now he on a shirt. I know it's pain that I've been struggling with. It's the reason why my heart has been protected by ribs. I've been questioning my music if I'm ready to quit, but God told me that he gave me this gift. And these are days that I've been longing for, trying to find the truth, but I can't find the Lord. Instead of filling up with all this fruit, I just feel a void. Probably wiser lately that I feel ignored, cause I don't even hear your voice. I've been trying to find my own peace, Lord, please. You brought me out the nosebleeds, and somehow I tell myself that you don't even know me. Lord, please, if I'm honest, I've been feeling lonely, low-key. Got a crib and my wifey love me, what I need. That song from Draft Day, this one's called Up the Score. Hey, shout out Mikey J, man. This was so much fun to make. I love this song, man. Up the Score, let's go.
Yeah, okay, I just got up off the block.
What?
Lord, show me the right way. They been saying that I'm hot. It's like way more than propane. Stuck in my head.
Come on.
Can't dig my own grave. I kill my own way so I can write this song, and now I'm up.
Okay,
I need some more. I up the score, then I praise the Lord.
Okay,
up the score and praise the Lord. Up the score, then I praise the Lord.
Yeah. Being cool with it, been smooth with it. Now they tripping when they see me. You still asking for a freebie? Ask the one who wouldn't free me. In the lab like I'm Dee. He still love me like I'm Kiki. Whole city got a 50. If I'm at the crib, don't even try and reach me. Look, how I make it look easy. These young boys wanna be me. Who he be? Give me GBs. You fake shooter like a BB. Handed down a little 3-piece. Cause you boys look needy. With your hands out like
okay,
feet.
I just got up off the block.
Okay,
Lord, show me the right way. They been saying that I'm hot. It's like way more than propane. Stuck in my head.
Come on,
can't dig my own grave. I kill my own way so I could write this song, and now I'm up. I need some more. I up the score, then I praise the Lord. Up the score and praise the Lord. Up the score, then I praise the Lord.
yeah. Young kid with a big dream, but I don't really think they see it. Cool flow with a nice soul and it's still calling me a genius. My mama knew I was a one way before I was a fetus. They're gonna ask me how I went number one. Let me go point you to Jesus. I ain't been tripping, I got it the way that they found it. Could tell that their life is a mess. And we ready, I promise we bought it like honest. I say this with all of my chest. And the score's been up, we ready, what's up? That's what I'm stepping on next. They just been asking why I've been going so hard. You know that the young is next.
Okay, I just got up off the block. Lord, show me the right way. They been saying that I'm hot. It's like way more than propane. Stuck in my headspace. Can't dig my own grave. I kill my own way so I can write this song, and now I'm up. I need some more. I up the score, then I praise the Lord. Up the score and praise the Lord.
What?
Up Let's go, then I praise the Lord.
What's up? You're checking out a special edition of Free Factor. I'm Scott DeVore, but today you can call me DJ Scott Free because I've been laying down the tracks for my main man, Young Drew. This is the Young Drew Unfiltered Draft Day new album, released not that long ago.
Yep.
A lot of momentum come out of it, a lot of success. We are going to talk about some of the songs on there. We got some unreleased tracks
Yeah, we do.
that you are working on, some things coming out soon.
Yep.
Man, I just want to jump right into kind of the essence of Draft Day. As a sports theme, I feel like, we're like Magic and Bird here. I'm laying down the track, setting you up for the alley-oop. You just been slamming them home. What's the kind of the origin genesis of Draft Day?
Yeah, Draft Day was a project that I made, my first ever solo project, and so this was kind of moving into the essence of my rookie year. So like the track title "Rookie Year" on the album with Big Phil, and so I really just wanted to center that is it's my rookie year, it's Draft Day, so I'm one of the hottest prospects out. People are already watching me because of Hometown Heroes, because of Drewski and Friends, because of some of these singles. Like I got eyes on me now, so it's my Draft Day. People are gonna see where I'm about to go, and the only answer is up.
Awesome. What I love about it's you coming out. When you had all your previous albums, you had a lot of features, but you do have some featers on this one. You mentioned Big Phil.
Yeah.
We got Miles Minnick. We got Abel. Who we got?
We got Abel. We got Pierre. We got, who else is on that joint? Gail is on it. Fire. I feel like there's somebody else that I'm totally missing right now. I'm trying to go through the tracks in my head. Yeah, I think that's it. Miles, Big Phil, Pierre, Abel, Gail. And yeah, I think that's it. I think I only had 5 features. Thank God.
So you said you wanted to kind of show your, number one prospect in Christian hip hop. There's a lot of things happening right now. I know Christian hip hop was just on the big stage, Rolling Loud.
Right.
A lot of great music being released. It's the holiday season, but it seems like every week you're like looking at everyone's like dropping new projects.
Yeah.
What you got going on right after Draft Day, headed into 2025?
I have a drop. Mikey J. Mikey J's the other feature on Draft Day. I don't know how I slipped that. I'm so sorry, Mikey. I love you. But 2025, man, got Chin Checker dropping January 1st. I'm not dropping on Fridays anymore. It's like a thing in music to drop on Fridays, but it's oversaturated, super crowded. I mean, imagine all your favorite artists drop on Friday. Who are you going to listen to first? Are you even going to have time to listen to the other ones? So I'm dropping on Wednesdays for the rest of the year, 2 songs a month, and another album coming next year. So a lot's going to come from me. You guys are going to get tired of hearing my name, but, I'm going to keep pushing.
Yeah, Chin Checker, I just heard that. We played it. You performed it.
Yeah.
Tell me about that song.
Oh, my gosh. Chin Checker is so fun. Chin Checker, all right, so I got this beat sent to me, and I'm like, this is weird. Like if you guys, I don't know what time this comes out, but if you guys haven't heard it yet, go listen to it. It has nothing to do with Draft Day. You know what I mean? Like you hear Draft Day, you hear the sound of Draft Day. It's more a little bit serious tone, like harder rap. And then you hear Chin Checker, and it's like jazz, I just think Chin Checker is a fun song. I don't really make a lot of fun styles of songs. So I just wanted to have a song where, you could kind of get loose to a little bit, hit the gym, get a little PR going. Chin Checker is a really fun one that I love, and I know it was the one because I sent it to Gavin, and he was like, "Yo, this is it." And when Gavin says this is it, it's gonna be it, So
I feel like you're making a statement. So this is first day of the new year.
Yeah.
Chin Checker, you coming out swinging.
I'm
is
coming
that the
out
tone you're trying to set?
Oh yeah. They, I had a few others that are still unreleased that I was potentially gonna put out, but I'm like, yo, I gotta have everybody know what's up. Like. This past year was cool. 2 albums dropped. Like I'm just so thankful for everything that happened this past year, But next year is even better. I've had for the past 2 years. I told myself, these next 2 years I got to work as hard as I possibly can because I believe 2025 is the year that people are going to take me seriously. But I can't be taken seriously unless I put the effort into. So they're gonna know what's up. They're gonna hear the song. They're gonna feel the movement, and they're gonna get their chin checked. You know what I mean?
I love it.
Yeah.
Man, let's talk about Draft Day. It starts out Cinderella story. You sent me that before you officially released, and I listened to it, man. I felt that raw emotion coming out. What was the thoughts going through your head? Like, what was the inspiration behind Cinderella story?
Yeah, so in case you guys don't know, a Cinderella story, the term is when a team that should not have made it to, let's say, the playoffs, semifinals, anything like that, beating all these big teams, a team that should not have made it has made it to, again, the playoffs or something like that. And so this is just a reflection of my life. There's so many times where honestly I shouldn't even be here to talk with you right now. But God still gave me the glory, and God still let me keep going. He let an underdog start to win. And so when I wrote Cinderella's story, that was my mindset. Like, I got to be completely honest, because there's conversations that need to be had. People who are scared to talk about depression or being mad at God or concerned with God, not understanding God, that really needs to come out there, because I'm a strong Christian man, but sometimes I'm upset with God, and it's fair to be upset with God. We remember David being like, God, where are you? If I had wings like a dove, I'd fly far away. Why can't I be like that now? So I wrote a Cinderella story, just my honest, very brutal opinion on what's going on in my life, how my heart has felt, but we start very sad and we end up with glory, because that's what God does. I was in the trenches, I found death, and God showed me life. So I wrote Cinderella's story.
Amen. Were you like nervous on how that was going to be received?
Oh, absolutely.
For how real you were with the emotions on that?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was super, super nervous, especially because if you listen back, it really doesn't match the tone of the album besides the name. And I set it up like that. So if you listen back to Draft Day from front to back, the real intro to the album is the song Draft Day. The first song is really just to check you and be like, hey, like, here are raw emotions. Even if some people don't agree with the raw emotions, here they are. I need you to listen to this, because this is what I'm going through. Can't keep holding it in anymore. God has been listening. God understands what's going on. So this is my effort into telling listeners, just be honest with God. This was my prayer. I was yelling at God most of these words. But yeah, very super nervous.
I'm going a little bit out of order.
Okay.
I want to talk about my favorite song, not just on that album, but like
Okay.
my favorite song right now.
Okay.
The song with Mikey J.
Oh.
Shout out to him.
Up the
Let's
score,
talk
man.
about Up the Score.
Yeah, so I love that song so much, and I love it because it was different. Mikey is a phenomenal artist. Obviously, we all love Mikey. He just dropped that song Bentley Truck. He just dropped his EP Minimal. It's phenomenal. He's a great, great, great artist. But I became friends with him a little while ago, and I didn't want to just be friends with him for a feature. Like, I didn't want to just, hey, I'm only want to talk to you because you have clout and I want a song with you. So I let the friendship ride, and I had a song ready, and I sent it to him. Hey, would you be interested in hopping on this? He's like, actually, I would. And I'm like, great. Some things happened. We ended up both being at a show in Atlanta, Georgia. And so he hit me up a couple weeks beforehand. Hey, I'll be in Atlanta too for that show. I was like, yo, just stay with me. And so we got an Airbnb in Atlanta. And in the Airbnb was me, Mikey, of course, one of Mikey's friends. It was Coastside, Pierre, and I believe it's Coastside's brother that was there. And all of us were just sitting there having the beat playing, just throwing out the hook and stuff. Let's go. And I praised. And the atmosphere was insane. And so we did it. We did only the hook that night. Went home. I started working on the verses, sent it back to him. And he was like, yo, maybe you should switch this around. And he was very honest with me. And I appreciate the honesty. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Maybe I should. He's like, yo, it's just bland right now. And so I appreciate that song so much because he pushed me to be a better artist. The song is fun. It's very engaging. It's going to go up at shows. But that song was just so special because Mikey helped me continue to grow as an artist, grow as a man, and really just made a hit. So yeah.
It's a straight banger for sure.
Yeah.
I bet you got a lot of people jealous because I think that's the best feature Mikey's ever done. For anybody.
Man, that's heavy. That's a heavy thing to say. Maybe. I mean, it's beautiful, bro. He really went crazy. So he listened to me. We actually here's a fun little tidbit. In the backing of the Up the Score part, you can hear his vocals layering about 8 times. That and he's actually singing, which is a main vocal. So we have the up, the sco, and then we have another main vocal underneath of him just kind of singing. That was inspiration from Army Man by Gavin the Hot Rod. At the end of the song, he's doing that same exact flip. And so I loved how he did that. Army Man's probably one of my favorite Gavin songs. And so I took the inspiration from Gavin's Army Man and I just put it into Up the Score.
Awesome. Shout out to Gavin.
Yeah, shout out
his
Gavin.
Back Row Hero hat right now.
Shout out Gavin, man. Gavin the Hot Rod.
Your brother. You guys love each other so much.
No, we don't.
Let's go off season.
Off season was the first record I wrote of Draft Day. And Off Season is a reason I made Draft Day because I wrote Off Season as a single, which is why at the end of the song it's like is Drewski Off Season. I just say the word Off Season because it was meant to be strictly just a single. And so Gavin and I are driving up to Holy Smoke Fest in Tennessee, and I had just got the master back from OG. Shout out OG. And so we're listening to the final mix and master, and Gav's like, bro, you should make this a a song on an album. And I was like, I've been thinking about a song called album called Draft Day, and then boom, it just kind of erupted, you know. Yeah, I mean, Off Season probably has some like biggest place in my heart for the whole album because it was the first. I just remember all the moments with E when we're shooting it in Nashville outside, you know, and I just felt like it was finally like things starting to click.
Yeah.
Off Season, I mean, in my opinion, it's a great song. My lyrics were finally on par where I wanted them to be. The beat is phenomenal. The Kobe intro to the song is even better, you know. So yeah, it's just super. It's just a great song in my opinion.
Halftime. Where does that rank for you on the album?
Halftime is honestly probably song 2 or 3 on my album.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Only because it kind of matches the feeling of Cinderella's story. So halftime I talk about losing my best friend, and so again this is an open conversation I had with God. Like I was praying for him to be safe, and I was praying for him to find the Lord, and now he's on a t-shirt that I have, you know, and that's raw emotions, you know. But I also understand, like I have a part of the song where it says I understand that it's pain that I'm struggling with, you know. It's not God, it's just pain that I'm doing on myself. But again, that's why my heart's been protected by ribs, you know, because God is always going to make sure my heart is going to be protected even if I don't want it to sometimes. So it's easier to make these fun songs or like more serious joints of pain that I'm dealing with instead of addressing the pain and not having these songs to make, you know. So it's really been my prayer. So that's why I made Halftime. Also, my nephew named the song. So I sent him the song. I was like, yo, what should I name this? And he was like, Halftime. It just all made sense, you know?
I love what we did here with the special edition of Free Factor coming through. Man, we had fun with another unreleased song, Take My Hand.
It's my Take My Hand.
Yeah, that had a good bass to start out, so I was able to scratch it in real smooth.
Yeah.
Tell me about that one. When's that coming out?
That one's going to be coming out in January. Take My Hand is just soulful. You know, it's just, it's just a real soulful record. It's just how I've been feeling. Again, like all these songs that I've been making recently, it's just my raw emotions to God, and just, you know, like the hook, man. Lord, please just take my hand. I've been calling to the Father who's the great I am. I've been falling apart while I'm becoming a man. I thank God that he gave me a chance. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting older. I got married a year ago. You know, I'm sure in the next couple of years we're going to have kids. And so I'm seeing myself still stumbling and dealing with things like, you know, the sadness and depression. I'm falling apart while I'm becoming a man, but God still gave me a chance of life, you know, and so I can't do anything but be thankful for it. You know, I just love the song. Again, it's very raw in emotions. Like when I talk about how I want to be seen, how my nephews and my niece see me, which is so true. I can't even tell you how many times I go to my sister's house, either one of my sister's house, and as soon as I come in, like, it's hugs, it's Unc Do's, and in their head, Unc Do is Superman. You know, like I can't do no wrong, and you know, some days you just want to be seen as that instead of what you are, and so that's really what I've been going towards, and the whole reason I wrote Take My Hand is just my prayer to God. Man,
that's awesome. Yeah, shout out. I see you post some pictures of your nephew and niece on Instagram. I see the love there.
I love them,
It's
man.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful family. Congrats on one year.
Yeah,
being
1 year.
Married.
Come on.
Man, you got to catch up. I got 19 more years on you, bro.
I'll work on it.
Yeah, man. So, final thoughts on Draft Day.
Draft Day was the best work I've ever put out, but better's on the way. We've been working so hard. There's a lot of stuff in the works. You know, we have a solo album, one more solo album from Drew coming next year, 2 singles a month, and then after we get the solo album, maybe you hear something more of me and Gavin. You know?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think No Mask on Sunday is gonna come back next year. We'll talk about it though. You know, he's got a little baby on the way coming soon. Couple weeks actually. Oh shoot, couple weeks. So, shout out Gav. But yeah, we got a couple out. You got one album from me, solo album, and then you got a ton of singles. So just be ready.
That's what's up. Young Drewski coming out January 1st, checking chins.
Yeah, we are.
Right off the bat, setting the tone.
Yep.
Letting everyone know.
Yep.
That's what's up. Last words.
This is Free Factor. You know how it is, man. Shout out Scott. Shout out everybody here. I'll see y'all January 1st. Chin check.
Peace out.